Hello again, YouTube, and welcome back to Sakura MMO 2. My name is MS Punker1, and we are in Roseberry Forest now and visiting another witch that lives here. And that witch just towards the end of the last video throw some slime onto a levy. That apparently did what slime usually do. So how will Larry get out of this and what will happen? After something. After whatever it is with the potion, Larry's clothes are almost completely melted. Neve tries to fix the remaining rags with her magical power, but Larry's clothes are too damaged for magic to make any meaningful difference. In the end, Neve has to conjure up a perfect replica of Larry's old clothes out of thin air, which is more taxing than one might imagine. Larry dresses herself, her fingers trembling, and thanks Neve silently for her help. This incident over and done with, the four of us sit down in the witch's house and wait to hear her explanation. So, I'm curious. Why did you summon us here? And just how do you know who we really are? Larry sounds calmer than she did about 5 minutes ago, but she still can't bring herself to look a witch in the eye. I guess having her clothes melted off her body gave her quite a shock. Well, distant would be the right word. Try a completely different plane of existence. Gardenia's smiles grow wider and wider. Even Gardina calls Fion a pet. Fion France. She blinks and then... Niv gets to her feet, her tail twitching in irritation. Wait, Niv. I take hold of my mate's arm. My fingers tighten around her wrist, wrenching her in place. What? Holding her in place. Don't go just yet. I pause. For once, my words are stuck in my throat, and I don't know what to say. Which is right. Though I hate to admit it, I have been keeping my real identity secret from Niv. I'm not really the Great Witch Viola, and I'm not really from Asaph. I'm just a normal human girl. Katona. I didn't tell Niv about my true identity. I thought there was little point. I imagined there was no way she would find out, and anyway, being honest would only trouble her. Who wants to be told that the world as we know it is nothing more than a game, a mere distraction in another reality? I kept quiet, telling myself I was just for Niv's sake, but maybe I was being selfish. A witch has a point. I should have told her sooner. Niv has my most Neve as my most staunch stalwart supporter deserves to know more than anybody else. Might be difficult to tell her, but you don't need to trouble yourself. It caused more than enough damage already. I will tell her. It's my responsibility as a mistress. The long, awkward silence. My fingers still fastened around the Neve's wrist, grip a little more tightly. Perhaps part of me is afraid. If I let her go, she might disappear altogether. Would Neve leave me, or if she knew the truth? I don't think she would, but I'm not entirely sure. She'd be confused, shocked, and hurt that I didn't confide in her earlier. But if I take my time, I should be able to make her understand. I hope I can at least. To be perfectly honest, I hardly understand the situation myself. The witch is correct. It's true. I wasn't born in Asaph, neither was Larry. We come from a different world to you and Theon. You were born in a country called Japan. And my real name isn't Viola. It's Cotone. Then I launch into a long explanation. I tell Neve and Theon all the things I kept secret, from my humdrum days in Tokyo to my fondness for playing Asaph online. I tell them about creating my character Viola, completing quests and accumulating enough in-game currency to buy the Nightmare Citadel. I didn't tell Neve that she's an NPC that I created to give me a bit of extra inventory space. I think that would upset her, but I tell them everything else. I tell them that I've already been to the Roseberry Forest, Hearthstone Market and the city of Linton, but it was all in a fantasy to me, a fiction. A game. Then I tell them about falling asleep while playing Asaph online one night. It seemed like any other night at first, until I awoke in an unfamiliar bedroom, wearing unfamiliar clothes, attended by an unfamiliar maid. That was you, Neve. Well, it took me a few moments to realize where I was. Somehow my body had been transported into the Nightmare Citadel, which I had bought and first inside online. I was no longer Cotone, but Viola. And I decided to live as I imagined she would. That's the truth. It's how I got here. Silence descends. The witch is smiling smugly, no doubt amused by this shocking revelation. If she lived in Japan, I find myself thinking bitterly. She'd be the kind of person constantly checking social media for new drama and making inflammatory videos online trying to tarnish the reputation of various celebrities. As I thought she really is an obnoxious person. Neve, are you alright? Look at my maid hesitantly. She's standing in place like a statue, and she doesn't move even after I wave my fingers in front of her face. Has she realized that she is an NPC, so now she become one? She doesn't speak. She doesn't blink. She doesn't do anything. She just stands there, existing. The witch giggles. I knew telling her the truth would alarm her. That's why I wanted to keep it a secret. Grit my teeth together. Of course the witch's word have a grain of truth to them. But that only makes them sting more. But I'm glad directing the full force of my hatred upon this loose of a woman. Neve finally stirs. She sits back down, but she still doesn't talk. She doesn't even look at me. And whose fault is that exactly? The witch brushes my comments aside with a wave of her hand. You have to listen. We don't have any other choice. Something like that, I suppose. A witch giggles. Leon repeats the name of the evil goddess with a frown. Lona, I know a little about her too. According to the lore of Asaph Online, Lona was one of the goddesses who first created the world. After disagreement with her fellow god and lover, Aeon, she was banished to the underworld. While while stewing in the underworld. The goddess who became half mad with rage vowed she would destroy the world she had helped to create through any means possible. The legends say that Lona was a darkling, while Aeron was human. Darklings were created by Lona in her image, while Aeron created the humans. That's why Darklings are so widely discriminated against in SF. And that's why humans distrust them so much. But that's not really important right now. Fallen Goddess is going to return to SF. That's why Larry and I were summoned to SF. You were the one who took us here. Does that mean you are the one who summoned us here? And you brought me here so I could defeat Lona. It should be, since you more or less kidnapped all these people. I can actually see her logic there. What is 10 people? It's still sad, of course, but what is 10 people to compared to 10,000 or million? But again, sure, still sad, so that 10 people died, but better just 10 than 10,000 or 10 million. Two weeks? Only 2? I sit there for a few moments, stunned into silence. Finally I know why I was brought to SF. I know what I must do. I must defeat the evil goddess Lona. It sounds ridiculous, but the witch sounded unusually serious when relaying this information. I have no doubt that she's telling the truth. In 2 weeks or less, the goddess will be reborn and Ash will be reduced to ashes. We have to defeat her to save the world. And if we fail, we die. Everyone will die. It's a tall order, but... well, I've never been one to back down from a challenge. I cleared every single quest in SF Online dozens of times. Never had any problems. I was hoping an interesting challenge would come along. And this sounds just difficult enough to keep me entertained. But I do have one question. I have many questions actually, but this one is the most pressing. How will we be able to find the goddess? I think this is a good end this video at, so hope you liked it, and if you did so, leave a like to it as usual, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.